Actually,
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but somehow it's not through my AirPods. Just a second.
Okay.
Interesting. You can hear me, right, Effie?
I can hear you. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I can hear you now as well. Yeah, I think I'm good.
Amazing. Amazing.
Am I pronouncing your name correctly? I might be doing it wrong.
It's totally fine. A lot of people struggle with it. It's a really Dutch name. It's Eefje.
Effie, is
Yeah,
that fine?
exactly. That's perfect. Yeah.
Perfect. Great, Effie. How was your dinner? How was it? And
It
how's
was
Bali? You're in Bali, right? So how is it
yeah,
going over there?
yeah. Bali is amazing. The nature is amazing. The people are amazing. I'm really enjoying my time here. And the dinner was amazing as well. We went to kind of yoga studio kind of
Oh,
retreat thing,
got
and
it.
they had
Got it.
some really good food. Yeah. So
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
really
And I
happy
guess
with
the
that.
weather would have been really pleasant, right? Currently?
The weather here,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
mean? Yeah, yeah. It's rainy season, so it rains a lot.
Oh, okay.
But I have to say the temperatures are really nice because it's not too
Hmm.
hot and it
Okay.
cools down when it has rain. So for me, for a
Yeah.
typical Dutch person, it's a really nice temperature.
I assumed because over here in India and specifically in the northern part of India, it's quite cold. It's chilly, cold. So we are all, sort of wrapped up with the blankets and everything.
I can
Yeah.
imagine. In the Netherlands, it's the same at the
I
moment.
know.
It's
I
really
know.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Europe
So
is
I'm
majorly Europe is like that, right? In this scenario.
yeah, yeah. I think if you go to Spain or Portugal, then it's quite a nice temperature. But
Yes.
no, the rest of Europe, yeah, it's quite cold.
It's
Yeah,
quite cold. Yeah.
yeah.
Perfect, perfect, Afia.
Yes,
So I think we can get started. So I will start with myself first. So just to give you some background, who am I, why I poked you over chat and everything. So
yes.
my name is Rijul and I'm working in an IT company, which is Adobe as a technical architect. So that's my professional side, helping customers with their integration, their enterprise solution and everything. On the other side, as you have seen, I'm somewhat, I won't say I'm a regular traveler because I'm not getting much time these days. But yes,
Yeah.
whenever I travel, I try to capture, the photos, the videos, and try to capture the moment and share it
Mhm.
majorly on Instagram platform. Okay. But yes, then I realized as traveling is not much on the cards because of a number of responsibilities at home. I thought let's connect with people around the world and see what they do, how's their travel journey, what are the recommendations of the places they have visited, right? So
Mhm.
that's why I started this kind of a side hustle, you can say. It's been
Yeah.
more than a year, and you are the 10th, guest on this podcast.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I know it started quite well. Then something came up in life. So I recently became a dad. So having a kid, she's now 1 year old, and that responsibility takes a lot of energy. So
I
it's a
can
different
imagine.
world. It's
Yeah,
a totally different world.
I can totally
Yeah.
imagine that.
Yeah.
Actually, you interviewed a friend of mine, Eugenia.
Man, yeah, yeah. She was the
Yeah,
second guest on my podcast. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah. And she was really, really excited for
yeah.
me to do it as well. So
Oh,
yeah,
perfect,
that's
perfect. Yeah. I
really
think you
funny.
you have met her a couple of times, I guess, right? Or maybe just
Yeah,
once.
no, a couple of times. She is my accountability partner, so we work in the same company together. So we both have our online business, and we are part from the same community. And we are actually like friends, but also accountability partners. So yeah, we call a lot. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. That's really good to know. And yes, I started. I mean, Eugenia was the second person on my guest last year or so,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I think from her I really gained the confidence that yeah, I think I can talk with people all around the world and get their understanding and their insights of what they like and what they don't like. So yeah, that's majorly all about me. So I live with my family, with my parents. In India, it's more a culture of living all together. Your parents, your siblings, and everyone. So
Hmm.
we have sort of a semi-joint family where I live with my parents, my wife, my kid, my dog.
Oh, yeah.
Even my elder brother and his wife and kid was with us for a very long
Oh,
time, but they recently moved to a different state. So we have been living for, I mean, since we were together, right? But they recently moved last year or so to a different state.
Hmm.
But yes, that's what we have over here. And yeah, I think I should stop talking and I will give you the platform.
You can keep talking though, I don't mind. But that's something I find so interesting because the
Yeah.
Balinese people do the same with like living with their family, and that's something that I don't see a lot in the Netherlands, especially with Dutch families. So I
Okay.
like we are very individualistic. Yeah. So I think that's a beautiful thing that you live with your family
Yeah.
and that you take care
Yeah.
of each other like that.
Yeah. I mean, different culture in different regions for sure. And one thing I got to know when I visited Italy, I think they also had majorly same scenario where, most of the folks are living with their parents, their grandparents, which I was not aware. I thought only Asian countries are more into it, but then I realized, okay, Italy is also one of them that they cater such scenarios too. So yeah, I just wanted
Yeah,
to share that.
yeah, that makes sense though, because they are very family orientated as well. I think
Yes.
Spain as well
Yeah.
and Portugal. Yeah, but the more you go up north, I think the less it is. Although the north, of course, has beautiful cultural things as well, but in this case, it's really different. Yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
All right, so Effia, over to you. We can start with your introduction, what you do,
Hmm.
where you're from, and then we can take it from there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm Eefje. I'm 33 years old and I'm born and raised in the Netherlands. I come from a really small little village called Stein. It's really in the deep south of the Netherlands. I always say it's near the German and near the Belgian border. So it's really, really south. What I do, yeah, that's a good question. I have my own online business in network marketing and I do energetic healing next to it. So, Reiki, for example, and Kundalini. But as I am traveling right now, I only do the Reiki healing. And yeah, I try to combine that with each other. And yeah, that's why I'm traveling at the moment. Yeah.
One question I have for Reiki, I have heard a lot about it, but I have not witnessed it and I have not seen actually how it happens. But is it like in-person thing that happens, or is it doable through online medium as well? I'm not sure. I mean, how it goes. Yeah.
A good question.
Yeah.
I do have to say I prefer in person
Okay.
because I can feel a lot more in the
Yeah.
energy field of the person. But I have tried it a few times online and it works online as well.
Perfect.
Yeah, so you can do both, but I prefer the in-person method. Yeah.
Perfect. Good to know. Some other day I will talk more about it, how it goes. But yeah,
Yeah.
just wanted to know.
Yeah.
Just had a curious question. Yeah,
Yeah, if you have any questions about it, just let me know. I'm happy to hear them. So.
for sure. For sure. All right, perfect. So we can start with your experience, right? Which is your majorly travel experience. So the very
Mhm.
first question is around the city, right? Which city or let's say the destination holds a special place which you sort of really liked it,
Yeah.
and why it like stands out of all the cities you might have visited or locations. Yeah,
Yeah, good question. To be fair, I have to think a little bit about that question because
I
I have
know.
a lot of different places that I really love.
Yeah, yeah.
But my dream was always to go to Iceland, and Iceland blew my mind. Like, honestly, I think it's one of the most interesting countries that I've ever been to. Because it reminds me a lot of like fantasy books, and I love fantasy. So that's why it holds a really special place in my heart because it was like such a dream, and I went there last year and made that dream come true.
Beautiful, beautiful. And what would be some those unforgettable sort of experiences you would have there, right, while exploring that country, or maybe specific city you can talk about it. Yeah.
I have to think because I went through the whole island,
Okay.
and I have to say that I can't remember the name of the north city that I went to, but I really loved that.
Okay.
Mm, I think people will recognize it when I talk about it because the traffic lights. instead of like the round red, orange, green, or whatever colors it is, they have hearts
Oh,
instead of like round traffic
interesting.
lights.
Yeah,
So I really loved it there, and we did an expedition to see whales, and that's something so magical. It's such a majestic animal that you see, and yeah, it just blew my mind at that point. And I really loved the diversity of the landscape as well. It's really
yeah,
um like it's rocks, but it's also mountains, and it is glaciers, and it is ice, and it's everything in one country.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
really, they only don't have a rainforest though,
yeah.
but still it's an amazing country. But the city in the north, and I hope the name pops up in my head again. But that one was, yeah, that really stood out to me. Yeah.
And while you're thinking, I can also search for the same.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking on doing the same thing, but then I was like, yeah, it's maybe a bit.
Is it a query something? No,
Wait,
I don't think.
if I see it, then I know it. Shit, sorry.
And also the I think the name the pronunciation of those cities are also tough, I guess. I mean,
It
you might
is.
be familiar. Is it more on the German side, those names? Or, because I can see letters having dots on it and something on those lines.
No, it's really Scandinavian. Yeah,
Okay.
it's really
Okay.
I think it was Akureyri. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
going
was
to
saying
pronounce this
incorrectly, but yeah,
correct.
yeah, I searched that first name. Yeah.
Yeah, Akureyri. It was with the traffic lights with the hearts. Yeah, it was really cute.
Yeah, it says
Yeah.
capital of the North. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and we were actually snowed in, so we couldn't
Okay.
we couldn't go anywhere else. That was an experience as well, I have to say. But
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, really beautiful country. Yeah.
Nice, nice. And any top locations you can recommend around Iceland or maybe around that city you just explored? Maybe what top areas people can cover? What would they like? Yeah,
I would definitely advise people to not only do the Golden Circle, because the Golden
hmm,
Circle is like the most visited area
yeah, yeah,
that people do. And although it's beautiful, I really recommend people to go to the north as well, because they're really missing out on like different, yeah, like really different landscapes, but also the whales, you can see them there.
yeah, yeah,
So yeah, I think I would recommend that. And they have like, if you don't want to travel by car alone, because I can imagine in the winter it's quite a thing
yeah,
to drive there, they
yeah,
also do tours. So you can
yeah.
also book like a tour with the local guides there, and they will drive you to the north, and they really are experienced in what to do when they are snowed in or whatever. I did a tour as well.
Hmm.
But it's yeah, it's really a shame if you only do the Golden Circle.
Yeah, I think it's better to do more research of that place you're going into, right? I know Golden Circle is quite a very famous area, or I should say the trip people recommend. But yeah, I mean, going to the less explored area is also really great, right? I mean, you will see some great places, some good experiences,
Hmm.
and definitely prefer more local guides or local, I should say, people helping you with the driving or something on those lines because I mean, somebody who is from our country, right? We have zero experience of how to navigate in snow time, right? Especially in Iceland. So yeah, good to go with that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the local people really know a lot of history and a lot of
Mm,
extra facts.
yeah.
So that is really, yeah, I'm really a history fan. So you make me really happy with like telling me
Mm,
facts that I didn't know. So for me, that was really a game changer. I have done tours in the past where it was a Dutch guy doing, for example, the tour somewhere else in another country. And it's just okay. Everyone has their
yeah.
preferences, but for me it just hits different when you have a local someone
Yeah.
telling
I think
you.
it would make it more authentic, more connecting if somebody is doing from that region only. I mean, those folks who are already from that region. Yeah, they would have more to share than just a script, I should say.
Yeah, the basic facts. Yeah,
The
no,
basic
definitely.
facts. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And were you able to explore those northern lights? No,
Yeah,
maybe. You were, sort of.
I saw them, but with my
Okay.
camera. So we could distinguish a little bit of green, but
Mm-hmm.
not like they weren't that bright anymore because I was there at the end of March, beginning of April, and then the season
Yeah.
is just, yeah,
Yeah, I think I
finishing.
heard it's from November till March, maybe, or December till March, I guess. That's the best time to have those distinct lights.
Yeah, yeah. I have to say I was really lucky because I've seen them in Norway past November. So
Nice.
I did see them last year, but not in Iceland. But I know a few people who did saw them a week after I left. So it really depends on the strength of the of the northern lights if you
Got
see
it.
them, and of course like the clouds at
Hmm.
night.
Got it. So you have already seen it, not through Iceland, but from Norway for sure. So that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
So whatever my bucket list I have, I mean, you have already checked it.
but you want to see them as well, the northern lights?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And these days, I mean, I am still planning how to arrange things with a kid, right? Because
Mm.
things change a lot when you're traveling with a kid, right? So
Yeah.
I'm just figuring out which is more approachable, more doable as a parent. First time if I need to travel internationally,
Hmm.
it should be approachable. I shouldn't be facing any sort of issues in terms of the food for the kid and those lines.
Yeah.
And being a vegetarian, I have to cater those factors as well. So
Yeah.
a lot of check boxes I need to first, select before I proceed for a country for traveling. So yeah, yeah, I know. Let's see if I can make it. Then it would be great. I mean, it would be my own achievement as well.
Yeah, let me know because I was mind blown when I saw them. So I'm really curious about your reaction.
Yeah, yeah. I think my preferred month is April because I'm getting 1 month of leaves from my company. So it's a
Oh, yeah.
sabbatical leave. If you complete 10 years within the company,
Hmm.
they will give you like 5 weeks of holidays you can take
Nice.
whenever you want. So I just
Yeah.
recently completed 10 years in Adobe. So they gave me like 5 weeks I can take. Then I
Uh-huh.
have selected April as a month. I thought April is like starting of the summer, ending of winter. So weather should be pleasant if I'm thinking to go to Europe, right?
Hmm. Definitely.
So yeah, I mean, fingers crossed. Yeah.
Do you want to do a round trip then, or do you want to specifically go for the Northern Lights?
I won't be able to see it, right? I mean, if I go in April, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe if you really go to North Norway or North Finland, Lapland,
Yeah, yeah.
maybe that's. But I'm not
Mm,
sure, to be fair.
yeah. Yeah. So
Never
I'm
say
just
never.
saying, yeah, so it's more like I'm also taking into consideration the flight time. So
Mm,
average is like 8 to 9 hours if there is a direct flight to most of the European countries. But if it's a one stop, two stop, then it would create some complexity in the travel with a kid. So I'm just
mm,
sort of playing very safe, I should say, to just
yeah,
stay in that comfort zone that we reach safely and she's fine while traveling because it would be her first international flight that long.
yeah,
So yeah, a lot of things. Let's see. Let's see.
yeah, yeah. Well, if you need any help with places or anything, just let me
Yeah,
know, and then
for sure. For sure. I will. I will. Yeah, thanks for that.
of course.
Great. So I think we got some understanding in terms of the places, right, Eefje?
Hmm.
So, in terms of experiences, I know you mentioned around that snowy time when you got a bit stuck. Any
Yeah.
other unforgettable experience you encountered when you were there in Iceland?
In
Or
Iceland,
something memorable as well, of course.
yeah, the whales that I told you about as well. But we also did an ice cave. Yeah,
Yeah,
what
I
did
have
I
heard
hide?
about it. Yeah.
It's really beautiful. I couldn't stop taking pictures because it was so beautiful. And they told us that every year they have to find a different ice cave, and the ice caves are there till the end of March, beginning of April. So we
Mm.
were really lucky
Okay.
to do that still. Yeah, Diamond Beach is also really beautiful, like the glacier lake and then the Diamond Beach with all the pieces of ice on it. It's so stunning. Like I said, it's really like a fantasy world that you step into.
Mhm.
Um, it's really strange. It's a country I've never seen before like that. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. And is it true that Iceland, that name that's been given, it's not exactly correct in terms of, because it's a combination of all the geography, right? I mean, they have mountains, beaches. I know there are ice caves and of course ice areas as well. But it also
Hmm.
has, I think, lush green area in summer. I guess if I'm not wrong. So people, or mostly from Instagram, we got to know that Iceland is not that icy, Greenland is
Yeah.
not that greeny. So they swapped the
Exactly.
words for both the countries. Yeah.
I think they made a mistake there and they should just switch names. But yeah,
Yeah.
it is true though, because we saw a lot of difference on the tour as well. So
Mhm.
I went solo traveling, but I did a group tour
Okay.
with different people. That's why I say we.
Hmm.
But in the south, when we drove from Reykjavik to the north,
Mm.
there was only green and
Mm.
like a rocky landscape. And when we drove to the north, it switched to meters of snow.
Okay.
So that was really strange, but it was the ending of winter, of course, so it makes sense that it
Oh,
was still snowing back then. But yeah, it's in the summer it's really green, I've heard. Yeah.
got it. I think I had a similar experience when I was on my solo trip of Italy. I was in Tuscany with a photographer. So I was doing like 3 days landscape photo workshop with that guy, like one to one.
Yeah.
Spent good amount of money for sure. But yeah, so he was very helpful. So, and of course it was Jan end. So of course winter time in Italy, but not
Mhm.
that snowy, I should say. So we were in Tuscany. It was like, of course, cold. It started raining, and I mentioned that, hey, I have not yet seen snow in my life. And he was like, are you serious? And I said, yes. He said, I can show you snow in 1 hour drive. I said, okay, let's go. Then we started driving, and he took me to a ski resort. I think I don't remember the name, but yes, within like 30 minutes or so, we left a region of greenish area, and you were like on the snow, snow peak, and it was
Mhm.
already snowing. So I was like surprised. There's such a sudden variation from uh, a misty winter, then it started raining, and then within a couple of kilometers or so, it started snowing. So that
Mhm.
weather variation I saw in Tuscany as well. So I thought amazing for sure.
Yeah, it is. It is. It blows my mind every time I see something like
Yeah,
that. It's so strange.
yeah,
Yeah.
agreed. Great. So, good to know the experiences, FA. But apart from that, what about the tradition, the culture of Iceland? Is there anything specific that stands out with respect to other locations you have traveled, or nothing
Mm,
that distinct we might see there?
good question. They have a lot of old Viking stuff, of course,
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
and I'm thinking if we actually did something with their traditions or their culture, but I I'm genuinely really digging hard now. No, it's not like, for example, I'm now in Bali then, and they do the offering ceremonies every day, a few times a day,
Okay.
where they show gratitude to the gods for everything that they have. Yeah, it's so different in that sense. I feel like I experience more culture and religion in that sense here than that I
Mm,
did in Iceland. But it's maybe also because in Iceland I was a week there, and now I'm almost yeah, now a month in Bali. So I have much more time to really
nice.
delve into
Yeah,
the
yeah.
culture and the locals. So yeah, that could be the difference before all Iceland people are jumping on me because they think, but we have culture too. Sorry.
No, I think I agree. Once you start spending more time in a place or in a location, then you get to know more about it because you're spending more time with the locals. You're spending day and night with them, and then you get to see that, hey, they have something like this, something on those lines. something that stands out. But yeah, I guess makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I genuinely have to say that I have seen more cultural things in Bali now than I did in Iceland. Yeah.
got it, got it.
Yeah.
No worries on that. And talking about food, so how was your experience with the food in Iceland? I mean, anything special they might have for us, or how was it?
Y- Yeah, and well, they did have a lot of seafood, of course.
Mhm.
I'm a vegetarian as well, so for me it was kind of a struggle to find something in between that.
Yeah,
But what stood out to me the most, and it's a sweet kind of thing. Have you ever tried licorice?
not really, not really. How does
They
it taste? Is it like made up of dry fruits or something? No.
No, it's actually a plant that they like. It's yeah, licorice. It's black. We eat it in the Netherlands as well,
Okay.
but it's they have it in different kind of flavors. So you have sweet licorice, and how does it taste? Yeah, it's sweet, but also a little bit of minty. I'm really bad at explaining tastes, by the way, so this is going to be fun. But they also have a
No, I got it. Yeah, I just searched and with the picture and with the translation, I got to know what it means. And yes, it's here as well.
thank
Yeah,
God,
in
thank
its
God.
own, I should say, local flavor. But yes,
Mhm.
licorice is for sure here as well. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but in Iceland they have licorice covered with chocolate. So they
lovely.
have like yeah, it's like little balls, and then
Mm,
the inside is licorice and the outside is chocolate.
okay.
And when I first heard of that, I was like, I'm not sure if I'm going to like it, but I actually bought a few bags for taking with me to home because I really liked it. I really like licorice as well, so it made sense. But yeah, that was quite an experience, I have to say.
Mm,
Yeah.
lovely, lovely. For sure. I mean, and how did you cope being a vegetarian there? I mean, what dishes were you able to get? I mean, was it more like pizza, pasta on those lines, or just
I
my
have
just
to
wanted to know from my personal side? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I know, I understand. I have to admit that indeed sometimes it was like more pizza or pasta,
yeah,
but sometimes I choose seafood because I thought, yeah, okay, I have to eat something,
yeah.
and only potatoes and greens is not going to be filling enough. But then again, because I did like a group tour, we ate at quite local places. So I think if you stay in Reykjavik, so the bigger cities, that you definitely have options for vegetarian diets. Yeah, vegan, I don't know, but
Mm,
vegetarian, I think, yeah, I think it
manageable, I
will,
guess. Yeah.
yeah, in big
Okay.
cities, yes.
Got it. Got it. And I guess if I want to know the best time to visit, right, Iceland,
hmm
would you prefer like winter or summer? What would you recommend if somebody wants to try that?
It depends a bit, I think, on what you want to see, because if you really are into Northern Lights, ice caves,
Yeah, yeah.
doing glacier hikes, and those kind of things, then I would definitely say do winter
Mhm.
because it's like you have more chance to see the Northern Lights. You can do the ice caves and such. You can't do that in the summer. But if you really want to have like the greens outside
Yeah.
and see the puffins, because a lot of people go for the puffins as well. It's
Mm,
kind of bird, of course.
yeah, yeah.
And for the whales, it's better to go in summer actually.
For the whales as well, right? Eefje?
Yeah. Yeah, because we were quite lucky actually to see
Yeah.
a whale. Our tour guide said that normally we wouldn't see that much of whales in
Mhm.
winter.
Yeah.
But yeah, as the season goes warmer, the more chance there is that you see
Mm.
a whale.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were really lucky in that sense. Yeah. So like I said, it really depends on what you want to see. Yeah.
I mean, again, it goes to the individual choice or individuals. selection. I mean, what they want to see, and of course, which weather is more suitable for them to explore. Right? Because sometimes people are not fine with winters, and sometimes people are not the summer person, I should say. So
Yeah,
yeah, and
no,
I
it's
think both
true.
the weather would have its own benefits and of course
Hmm.
experiences to share as per the conditions. Yeah.
Definitely. I think it's good to mention though that people don't have to expect like a really warm summer in Iceland.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
still really, really rainy. I've heard
Okay.
that it's still really rainy, and I think you are really lucky if it hits 20 degrees Celsius. So,
Okay.
um,
Then it's
yeah,
not that hot. I mean, it's not the summer kind of thing. Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. So, yeah, don't expect to really walk in shorts and t-shirts the whole time. I
Yeah.
think it's doable, but I think you will have to you need to have a raincoat or
Mm,
something as well.
yeah.
More layers. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would recommend that.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And was there any particular challenge you faced if you while traveling? Anything that didn't work well and you sort of overcome it from your end? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a funny story because on the first day that I arrived in Bali, my phone was stolen. Uh,
Okay.
and I was traveling alone at that moment, and I was waiting for a Grab scooter to pick me up and bring me to a restaurant because I was staying in a very remote area. And I made the mistake of standing alongside the road with my phone in my hand, texting the driver where he was, and then a scooter passed by with two men and they grabbed my phone out of my hands and drove off with it. Well, that was really unexpected, but I have to say, I really, really stayed calm. I don't know how I did it, but I really stayed calm and I managed to arrange everything. So it was only the phone that got stolen and not money. Nothing happened to me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm really, really grateful for that. Yeah, so that was, I think, a big challenge at that point. Yeah, because I was alone.
Yeah. And it happened in Bali, right? As you mentioned
Yeah,
when you were
yeah, the
traveling
first day.
solo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I guess this there's a saying in India. I think it's everywhere that if there was something big, I mean there was something big that might would have happened to you, but it was taken care by some small obstacle or something. So there was
Mm-hmm.
something big incoming, but something small happened and it sort of nullified it. So I guess I think it's a different way of looking into a situation. So maybe
Definitely.
getting your phone stolen away might have taken care of a big problem that might have been coming your way. So it's a saying here. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I had some time to think about it, actually. For me, it actually was kind of a symbol of letting go of my old life
Mm,
because it was the last thing that I had from my old life. I have left everything behind in the Netherlands.
mm,
So it was the only thing that I had with me that actually was attached to my old life.
mm,
And it got, yeah, it was stolen.
yeah.
Every picture and video I had taken in 2024, I lost. It
Oh,
was
you
like
couldn't
the
even
whole,
recover that data as well. You were not
no,
able
yeah,
to recover. Yeah.
part of it. So my
But not
travels,
but
yeah,
not all,
I
I
kept,
guess.
no, no, not all. So, yeah, for me, when I thought about it later, of course, at first I was really mad and
Yeah.
frustrated, and
Yeah.
I think that's normal. But after that, I was like, okay, I think it had to happen. I met a few people as well that I wouldn't have met if this didn't happen, and I noticed that the days afterwards, without a phone, I was much more present.
Mm,
So
yeah.
it was actually kind of a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Totally makes sense. And
Hmm.
one thing I can share is we recently went to a city in India. It's Jaipur, Rajasthan. Me and my wife, we went, I think, 2 weeks back. So our first domestic trip as a family
Hmm.
of three with a toddler. Nothing major happened. I mean, we enjoyed that place because I had been to that place couple of times. But so Rajasthan is famous for forts, palaces, and everything in India. So we were
Mm-hmm.
exploring a fort there, and of course, being the end of December, it was a bit chaotic. There were a lot of people from everywhere. So we had our daughter in our arms, and we were just carrying her like that, and also with a bag as well. That baby bag we had,
Oh yeah.
and she lost one of her shoe while we were getting back from the fort.
Mm-hmm.
And not a big deal at all. Right now, if you think it's just you just lost a shoe, right? You can get a new one as well. But at that point of time, we were tired. We were stressed out because she recently started to walk, and we can't always carry her in our arms, right? And we just
Mm-hmm.
bought or brought only one pair of shoes in our trip. And then we were like, yeah, what should we do? We need to now explore a market to get a new shoe. How would we manage the remaining 2 to 3 hours right now? Then again, when things settled down, we were like calm, and we got our new shoes from a market nearby. Then
Mm-hmm.
at night, me and my wife were talking. We thought, as I said, as I mentioned to you as well, something big was coming, but it was taken care by just with the loss of her shoe, right? So again, a different way of thinking about it. But yeah,
Definitely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I totally agree with you. I think that's a beautiful way to look at it. Yeah,
yeah, perfect. See, we're now going in a different route of conversation. But
totally fine.
it's totally great to talk on those lines too. Perfect. So in a general scenario, Eefje, so we have traveled a lot, right? So if anyone is
Mm-hmm.
looking to explore the world, what advice would you give them to start their journey? What should they think about first doing, and how should they prepare mentally? And because if somebody is going on a solo travel as well, there are a lot
Mm-hmm.
of, I should say, pokes that keep coming in the mind. How would you do it? Can you really do it? How would you survive on those lines? So how were you able to cater those challenges and thoughts and go with your trip? Yeah,
Really good question. What I've experienced, like I did I ever think that I would travel solo? No, I don't think so. In the beginning, I was really looking for people to join me. But at one point, you're like, okay, no one is joining me. So I have to go
yes,
by myself if I want to
yeah,
see it. And of course, that can be very scary. So in the beginning, I did a lot of group travels so that I was alone, but in a group as well and with a tour guide.
yeah, yeah,
And at one point, I was like, okay, I really want to try things myself as well, like book something and really explore myself without being limited by a program. Um, and then I booked a city trip. So I would recommend people to do a little bit of a Google search
yeah.
and find a city or a place you can go to
Hmm.
that is safe. So I choose Porto in Portugal. And I stayed there for 5 days. I stayed in a hostel, and yeah, you make such fast connections when you stay in a hostel. So, and I joined a free walking tour, and well, I think I only had like the first day alone, and the rest of the trip I was with other
The group.
people.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing, amazing.
So I think if I could give people advices is you can definitely go alone, but try if you think that is too much of yeah, too big of a jump, try group travels first or book
Yeah,
like a few days away, maybe in your own country, but a
yeah,
different
yeah,
place
yeah.
so you can get used to it.
Hmm.
But it really is if you can solo travel, you can do so much. Like it's really a different mindset.
Yeah.
I think. Have you traveled a lot solo as well?
Two trips I did before COVID. So my solo travel, so the very first international country I went was Italy, that too
Mhm.
solo. So it was like going for the very first time outside of India, and I chose Italy, and I didn't think in those lines of doing like group travels or something. I was like booked everything on my own. So I did the booking of those 3 days of landscape photography with that person in Tuscany. That was the, I should say, breather for me. But for the remaining days of the remaining places, I did my own, exploring, roaming around the places and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, there were hundred of thoughts in my mind, that how can you do it? You have not even stepped out of the country, and now you're going all alone. How would you
Yeah.
eat all alone in a restaurant? How would you order? And I mean, there were like silly thoughts that would be coming in your mind, but I
Mm-hmm.
was like, let's do it and see how it goes, right? But then it went quite well, So as it says, 95% of our problems are only in our mind, right? So you just make them up, but the moment you uh, go into that situation, it's
Mm-hmm.
not actually there. So people were welcoming, they were quite nice. And it was like 2019 of that year. I did the
Mm-hmm.
Italy trip in Jan. Then after the trip, I had so much of confidence. I mean, you might have also experienced the solo trip gives you more time with yourself. You explore your own inner self, right?
Yeah.
How actually you are from the inside, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you spend more time with yourself than anyone else. So those sort of those sort of perspective did help me out. And in the same year, end of December, I did another solo trip of UK, Scotland, and London. So that was Isle of Skye and Scottish Highlands. Again, a
Yeah.
group photography tour I did for 3.5
Mm-hmm.
days. Then I explored Edinburgh, London, majorly.
Amazing.
3 months back later, COVID happened. So
Yeah.
we know the story after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That
those
was
were the only two countries I was able to explore them as solo. Then I recently went to Italy again with my wife just to show her how that place is. And I was like
yeah.
fully confident, guy. See, over there you will see a restaurant. That's a nice spot to get a photo. You should get some more shots here. It's a nice place. So
Mm-hmm.
I was more like a tour guide for her there because I had been there to Italy to different cities. So yeah,
It's really cool. Yeah. Yeah. But beautiful stories. And I think you visited really beautiful places as well, solo.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
Cool.
yeah, I mean, stepping out of my home and doing those trips really changed my perspective of who I am actually, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have your own assumptions that this is who I am, this is what I really can do, this I definitely can't do. But the moment you step outside of your comfort zone, whether it's traveling or even something else, then you realize you have more strengths than weakness, I should say, right? So
Yeah.
that really helped me out in terms of my own character forming and have a different perspective of the world and of myself. So yeah,
I can imagine that. And I think it's sometimes it's really good to get out of your environment.
yeah,
For me, and it's maybe a little bit too much information to tell, but I have always been a people pleaser. So for me, like solo traveling was really like a new way of getting to know myself and what I wanted to do instead of what society or other people
yeah,
wanted me expected from me. And it felt so freeing. I was really like, oh my God, I'm finding out things about myself that I didn't even know. And I think it's such a good thing for people to definitely when they've people pleased a long time in their life, solo traveling really helps with like really finding yourself again.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, totally. I mean, yeah, it's a very life-changing experience in a positive way for sure.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
Great. Next one, I think it's more on the
Mhm.
side of FA. How do you balance your travels with your personal and professional goals, or let's say your personal side in your work life? How do you balance it? I know you mentioned something in the beginning, quite in a brief, but some more
Yeah.
thoughts around it. Yeah,
Yeah, no, a good question. I have to say that I'm working and traveling at the moment.
yeah, yeah,
So what I do is I have certain routines in my day. So I have a morning routine, which I do. So that's meditation, workout, and then I do business tasks. And then mostly I have the midday and the evening free. Sometimes I have calls in the evening, but yeah, I really try to stick to the routines because the more routine I have, the better I can achieve my personal goals, but also my professional goals. And yeah, I think for me that really, really works well. Yeah.
agreed, agreed. Yeah, Good to know on that. And if you could leave, I know we have talked a lot about our experiences and everything, right? Ify, but
Mm-hmm.
if there is any one piece of advice or like let's say life lessons you would like to share with the people, what would it be? In a very generic thoughts. Yeah,
Okay, can I give more than one advice?
for sure.
Yeah.
It's a bonus for people. Yeah.
Okay. Because the first advice that I would give people, if no one wants to join you on a holiday, go by yourself. Like, don't let people hold you back from your dreams in that sense.
Yeah.
There are really a lot of ways to go by yourself with the group travels, with maybe a Facebook forum that you can send a request to. So there are a lot of ways to make it possible on your own or in a group. But also, I see a lot of people taking pictures of things like sunsets or beautiful nature or whatever, but not really standing still on what they actually see.
Mm, yeah.
So I would really give as advice, try to really see what you are photographing as well. So sometimes it's okay to not take your phone out and really enjoy the moment,
Hmm.
and really be present and really be grateful that you have the experience to travel and to see these things and to experience these things, because not a lot of people can travel, have the luxury to travel. So if you can, stand still with that as well. Yeah.
Perfect. I think that would really help a lot of people for sure. Yeah.
Good.
And I know you are in Bali. What's
Hmm.
next on your bucket list? Where are you moving from there?
Well, I'm really excited about that because at the end of January, I will go to the Philippines.
Okay.
Yeah, and they have been on my bucket list for years.
Okay.
So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, so I'm going to travel there for a month. Yeah, I'm just
Nice.
really excited. Yeah, for that. Yeah.
I guess you can cover good number of countries in the Eastern Asia part, right? I know you're in Bali. You can cover Philippines and I think a couple of more there as well. Yeah. If you
Yeah.
want to. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, but I'm not sure about that yet. After the Philippines, that I might fly to Thailand.
Okay.
But I have a work event as well in between, so I have to see how I'm going to combine that. So yeah, that's I don't have it planned yet. So yeah, oh, no worries, no worries. I
Yeah.
can handle a little bit of a late bedtime. I'm thinking, I'm thinking if I maybe have some other good advice,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I think I actually told most of it already. Yeah, like I said before, like what I mentioned with the Golden Circle in Iceland.
Hmm.
Also, for other countries, try really to dive into like the locals and the culture, because you will experience a country so differently if you really dive into the culture and yeah, connect with the local people.
Yeah.
It really makes your experience more deep, and they really love talking about it, is my experience in different countries. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend that as well. I think that is the last thing that I'm going to say.
Yeah. No, I think it's truly said because until unless you don't converse with local people or people who are already living there in that city or place, right?
Mm.
If we won't have much deeper understanding of that place for sure. I know you can take photos of architecture, good scenery or anything on those lines, but yes, until unless you don't converse, you really can't get more essence of that place. I mean, or more memorable moments of that place. So it's good to
Yeah,
have a connect, just to get to know how they live, how they interact, what exactly is their culture around those lines. So it's good to have conversation with them. Yeah.
definitely. And I think it's really good to be open minded about that as
Yes.
well, because I actually did a purification ritual here in Bali. So they have like a temple, and you go there and you have to go through, I think, 11 fountains and do the same ritual all over again. So pray, no, wash your hands, pray, wash your face 3 times, and then wash your head and back 3 times. And then with every fountain, you have to do the same
Mm,
ritual. And it's really to cleanse yourself from the negative energy and from past things
mhm.
to step into a cleaner future, to say it like that. But I haven't heard of that before. Maybe it's because I really love to talk with locals about it and not necessarily tourists.
Yeah,
But just those little things, also with the offerings in Bali, I didn't know that either. Um, it's just those little things make it so, you connect with the country on such deeper
yeah.
level. And I really got some things that I was talking with my taxi driver, for example, and we had a really beautiful conversation about family and about parents. And it really made me realize that how grateful I have to be that I have both my parents and that they are still
Mm,
alive. And those kind of things, it's small conversations and small
yeah,
things,
yeah.
but it really makes a difference in your travel memories as well. Sorry, that was a really long
No, no,
story.
I think it's really great to know because I think, as you said, such experiences does have a deeper, I should say, mark on your memory, right? And
Mm.
then you, as you said, you realize that there are certain scenarios or situations where you feel you're more lucky and you should be grateful for your family around, for things you own, right? So there are people who definitely won't have that luxury at their end. So I think such experiences does make you realize and make you more subtle and have more, allow more gratitude in your conversation and in your life for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and gratitude is such a beautiful thing as well. I think everyone
Yeah.
should practice it daily because it's really really powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. And when are you coming to India? What's the plan for that?
Yeah, good question. No,
Because you
I
know who to
genuinely.
contact, and of course, I would be there to help you out. But yeah, just
Oh,
wanted to
that's
know if
amazing.
there are any plans of coming to India. Yeah, because it would be a different journey for you altogether. It would
Yeah.
definitely be a remarkable, memorable, and it would
Mm-hmm.
give more thoughts on your life for sure. So that's why.
I think so too. Yeah, but I've heard a lot of mixed stories about India. So I have to say that I'm a little bit unsure if I should visit it. But I'm not sure what your experience is with that.
Um. So in what sense is it like not safe or
I actually had a message yesterday on my Instagram from an Indian guy, and he said like it's not safe to come to India for you. So it definitely like the unsafe, what I hear a lot.
it's quite safe because there are a lot of people traveling from all over the world to India. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, you have to be very mindful at what time we are living because of course in dark there are places you don't need to go for, I mean, basic hygiene sense in terms of that. But as you were mentioning, you're in a yoga retreat place, right? So there are many good places in India that provides you or offers you that space as well. So there are yoga camps, are Ayurvedic retreats in India, a very good one. But yeah, I mean, I have seen people visiting, and I had conversation with other folks as well. I mean, a couple of people I took the interview, they visited India and they really liked it.
Hmm.
Come with someone, don't do a solo. And if you're doing solo,
Okay.
then I have to be there with you so that you feel
Yeah.
safe, right? But yes, I mean, you can target a specific area. I mean, if you want to come in winters,
Mm-hmm.
Rajasthan, which is the desert uh, state of India. It has
Mm-hmm.
very good culture and ancient and historical places to offer, right? And if you want to explore the mountainside, then it's on the northern side of India. If you want to explore beaches, something on like tea plantation, coffee plantation on those lines, that's in
Mm-hmm.
southern part of India. But there are good number of options available. But yeah, do your research, do your homework. If you think you can come, let me know.
Yeah, I will definitely let you know, and if I need any recommendations, I will let you
For
know as
sure,
well.
for sure, for
So,
sure.
yeah, and know that if you are in the Netherlands and I am in the Netherlands as well, that you're always welcome. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
always happy to guide you around. I'm not sure if I will be back in the Netherlands in April, but
Okay.
we will see.
Yeah,
But yeah, let's keep in touch.
for sure. For sure. I will message you if something I finalize soon for April. And if I need your help, for sure, I will ping you too. Okay.
Good, good.
Perfect.
Okay,
Thank you so much, Effie, for your time, and it was great
of
talking
course.
to you. Soon, I will post a couple of videos of our conversation as a reel or something on those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I feel confident because I was able to like go through all of my podcast recordings, trim the videos for Instagram, and I have like good 70 to 80 videos ready with me. Thanks to this
Mm-hmm.
platform, I think it has a couple of changes on the AI parts. Recently, they introduced AI, which means it will go through your podcast recording and it will
Mm-hmm.
sort of create like 10 to 15 clips for you, and
Yeah.
you can select, do you want it for your Instagram account, for YouTube, and it bases that
Mm-hmm.
it will change the aspect ratio of the video, and it will give you a transcript, captions, everything. So I had a backlog of like those 9 videos for like almost an year, which I was
Mm-hmm.
able to do it last week within a couple of days. So right
Mm-hmm.
now I feel confident in my you will see more videos on my account than you were not seeing in the past. But yeah, I will keep you posted how things are coming up, and if I need more info, I will message you then.
Yeah, let me know. And thank you so much for inviting me. I really
For sure.
I
Same here. It was nice talking to you. Had a good time as well. Good learning too.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, let's catch up soon, and if something comes up, we'll connect again. Okay.
Okay, great. Have a
Thank you so
nice
much.
evening, I
Yes.
think as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And you have a great good night, right? You take
Thank
some rest
you.
and take care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.